Hey, what's up, man? It's Labor Day, bro. Thought I'd have a little quick show for anybody that's still awake, I guess, on the East Coast for some of the early to betters because it's a school night. And then for those of you that ain't, those of us that are still on specific time, right? Pacific time. Um, yeah, maybe like to get on and have a beer finally, or maybe those of you in Hawaii. It's been a long time since we had anybody from Hawaii, but maybe somebody wants to. Right now, I am having a beer I've never had. It's from Rogue. Bought it a while back already. Have not had a chance to crack it. So it's the new crustacean barley wine ish imperial IPA, sorta. So it's Rogue having fun with beer. This one's 11.6 ABV, so it's a big one. 88 IBUs, and they wanted to make a beer that just didn't have any particular style to it. You just couldn't slam it into one category, one narrow category, as they want to call it. It just sounds like the brewmaster, who's John Nair, John, trying to have some fun with beer. I mean, that's what we should be doing anyway, just having fun with beer, sampling different beers. Standard road cap on top. Okay, looks like a plastic coated bottle here. Um, nice label as always. I mean, they put pretty cool labels on them. They're Oregon brewed, established in 1988. In case you didn't know. So here we go. See if we get smoke, bro. Oh, nice, decent smoke. One thumb on the smoke. I've seen better. You know what I'm saying? Seen worse, but I've seen better. You know what I'm saying? Using my Newcastle glass. All right, here we go. Okay, so far we got a nice color. I'm not gonna be even bother going all the way to the top because it's a bomber. So there's plenty of beer left. Ooh, beautiful color. Look at that. Just beautiful color. Beautiful head to that. Mmm. It's really sweet smelling. Really, the real malt forward type of. I'm not getting that much hop at all. I mean, I get like a real nice. It smells a little bit like a barley wine for sure. Because it definitely has a bready smell to it. That liquid bread type smell. Little plug for liquid bread there, right? And wow, it definitely smells big though. Let's see. Oh man, I can definitely. It's big. The alcohol's very forward in it. It's good though. I don't know if I'd call it an IPA though. It's maybe if you aged it a while. Well, aging ain't gonna help the hops. That's for sure, right? I wish I could remember how long I've had this too. It's been a little while. It's been in my fridge the whole time. Um, Maybe a month I've had it. I mean it's been a little while, not too terribly long. Um, I don't think Rogue puts dates on their bottles too. I don't think they do. That might be one for Greg. Greg would know for sure, but I don't think they do. I don't see anything, any sort of coating or anything on the top or bottom. But there's a little hop in there. I definitely would never have guessed that it's just from tasting it that it's 88 IBUs. It is bitter. I guess so. You know what? I guess so. I take that back. I take that back. Yeah, it's bitter. Yeah, it's definitely bitter, but not like that typical IPA kind of hop forward type real bitterness. This one's a little different. I like it though. I like it. I don't think you're just gonna. Hell, it might go good with the pizza I'm waiting on. Any minute now, there should be a pizza guy pulling up here, man. We'll see when he pulls up. Mm. It's pretty good though. So this is the new crustacean barley wine-ish imperial IPA sorta. It's definitely 11.6. It's definitely big. You definitely. I'll give it a two thumb. It's if you're gonna call it, yeah, you can't call it a barley wine, right? Because it's not. It doesn't have that richness like a barley wine would. No charge, but it's definitely big like it. Uh, like some barley wines definitely has a big alcohol taste, like some barley wines do. Um, it's good though. Hell, I like it just because it's different, right? 8 ingredients. I like that. They put it right there on the back of the bottle. 8 ingredients. Wireman and Bohemian malts, Bravo Amarillo, Falconer's Flight and Horizon hops, free range coastal water, and Pac Man yeast. That's it. Um, yeah, and then it just says Oregon brewed, established in 1988. They have a big crab here. I wonder if that's if he was. I'm a Cancer. I wonder if he's a Cancer. Maybe that's the motivation for the. Wonder what the motivation for was. It doesn't quite say on the back here, other than the brewmaster just wanted to make a beer that was just good and didn't really you couldn't really pin down any particular style. Didn't want it to be defined by any particular style, and he kind of accomplished that, right? It's got little hints of IPA and little hints of big beer. I don't know if I call it, man. It's exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to make a beer that just didn't, fit right into the mold. So, but it's good. I'll give him, I'll give him two thumbs on it. That's for sure. I like it. It's definitely gonna be feeling it by the end of this one. You know what I'm saying? it's, uh, but yeah, it'll be a good one with pizza. I'm having one of them should be like meatball with ricotta cheese and onions. So it should go good with that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. I don't know. Waiting on that to show up. Other than that, just been editing, doing a lot of photo editing, and uh, having a lot of beers. That's for sure. Ooh, let me let me log this one in Untapped. Let me pour some more. For those of you that are on Untapped, I'm Joe underscore D on Untapped. Let me. So if you happen to be on Untapped or you get on Untapped, check me out. There we go. So I'll log this one. I'll show you what the app looks like here in a second. Uh, ooh, who's that? No, it's the other dude. That was Pizza Guy. Wait, no, Pizza Guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I told you I was going to show you what the app looked like, and I didn't even show you. So this is what it looks like on my phone. Uh, Oops. That's Jeff Reinhardt there, and you can check out his stuff. Um, just shows you all the different check-ins and stuff. Let's see. I don't know if it's better far or away. Let me see. A little bit of an angle. Kind of see a little better there. Maybe I should turn on my screen. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Maybe. Not really. A little bit though. But yeah, you can see it just. Let me go back here to the home screen there. There you go. Just shows your. It's a social network for beer drinkers. So you log in your beers. I'm gonna log in mine right here. Um, let's see, Rogue, ROGUE. Whoops, must not type in there. ROGUE. Uh, New. Let's see. Oh, it picks them up pretty good too. Rogue's a popular brewery, so those beers are in there. Let's see. It asks for a brief description. It's like a Twitter type description, 140 characters. Uh, let's see. Very big beer. I'll call it very big beer at let's see, 11 point. What did it say? 6? Yeah, 11.6%. ABV. Uh, but very good at the same time. There you go. So I'll put it at. I like that they used to just have full stars or half stars, and now they have like a quarter stars. So I'll put it at 4.25 stars. Well, I better not, huh? Because I have some other pretty crappy beers at 4 stars at least. So let me put it at 4.5. We'll go 4.5. We'll add a photo that I just took right now. So we'll add that photo that I just took. I should add one of my hot chicks one of these days, huh? One of the models I shoot. I should put that in there for the photo one of these days. But so that's let's see, that's the check-in. Um, and confirm check-in. There it is. Let me see if I get it. If it give me some kind of badge or something. It didn't give me anything. It just says cheers. I like to get a badge. It's Labor Day. It's the second beer I checked in on Labor Day and it didn't give me anything at all. Why? Why, man? Why? Right? I mean, you would think it'd give me something. Jesus. Oh, okay. Here's my. If you ever come to Phoenix, I'm not saying they're the best you've ever had in your entire life, but Sardella's Pizza. Okay, this will be the second time I've ordered. Third time I've ordered from. Okay, just to give you a heads up, they deliver 4 beers. They're all light beers with the exception of Corona. Bud Light, Coors Light, Michelob Ultra, and Corona. So it's expensive. It's like $8 a six, 8.50 somewhere around that for all of them. A 6 pack. I think a little north of that, 8.70 or something a 6 pack. So you're paying for it, right? But if you are that lazy, you don't feel like going, you just want to order some pizza, 6 pack of beer. You come to Phoenix, you're like Sardellas, bro. They deliver beer to your ass, right? So you ain't gotta go nowhere. So if you just want, you know, uh, a brewed corn beverage, you can get it. Right. So just to give you a heads up, okay? So sometimes that's the reason why we do things, right? It's not like the best you ever had. It ain't the worst though. It's good pizza. It is. If they arrive here in the next few minutes, I'll show you. It's not bad. It's but one of the incentives is they do deliver beer. So there you go, right? Just saying, you know, if you don't mind, like I say, only those 4 beers, but hey, some more than others do, right? Domino's don't deliver you no damn beer, right? This ain't bad. And the more it warms up, it had been out of the fridge about 10 minutes prior to me starting the recording. So it would, the more it warms up, the more you're getting different little things in it. A little more citrus is coming out in it. Yeah, it's still alcohol like crazy. There's alcohol all over this damn thing, right? It's 11.6. It's not hidden really well at all, and it's very alcohol forward. So the more it warms up, actually, you're starting to get more of the alcohol, and it's hard to. It's still on your tongue. You saw how long I took that sip, and it's still like right there. You know? Yeah, it's still right there. So, uh, football season is about to start. But I think it starts officially this Thursday? Is it this Thursday? Let me see here. Uh, I think so. I think it does start this Thursday. Who was it that told me? Someone wanted to, and I bet they're probably not able to jump in right now. Um, but someone had wanted me. Well, there was two people that wanted me to start a weekend share a beer, and I told them, well, if I get a chance, I will. It's not not something that I can just do all the time. It would be seriously spur of the moment. And it's just one of those times I've been editing literally all day, man. I woke up. I didn't even work out today. Um, those of you that follow me a little bit know that I kind of work out. I do like a walk, jog type thing. A lot more walking than jogging, but you know, yeah, I try to stay active, right? And I'm not actually. It's the first day since I had my Apple Watch that I'm taking a break from my Apple Watch. No Apple Watch today. I am not going to be tracked today, right? I don't know. I just kind of woke up and it's literally the first day since I bought it that I have not wore it most of the day. I wore it for about an hour or two, and the minute I made up my mind, I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna go exercise. I was just gonna hit the editing hard. Um, uh, then I was like, yeah, I ain't wearing this damn thing, man. You know. Uh, so I've been pretty much editing, and then I watched some tips on. I don't know about the rest of you, but if you do any shooting at all, any photography, but I've been trying to. My headset's a little crooked here, and I've been trying to get into Photoshop. So as soon as I get caught up on these images, which takes me a long time now, it takes me a long time. But as soon as I get caught up, and that's the thing, like I keep making connections, and then I'm like, let's shoot. Next thing you know, I do another shoot, and I'm still behind, and oh, it's months for me to catch up. But uh, I just think it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Like I meet people, and you know, it's just fun. It's just fun making new connections and networking and stuff when I get a chance. And that's the thing, like a long weekend like this here, I get a chance to actually network a little bit. And that's been kind of fun. Uh, but I was catching up on some what is it, flurn, something like that. Yeah, I think yeah, because it's PH Learn, I think. Flurn, I think is his name on the YouTube. That dude makes some kick ass. He's been making them for years too. Some kick ass YouTube videos on how to use Photoshop. Because I've been thinking about buying that creative. What do they call that on Photoshop? They call it the online package where you get everything. It's like $10 or something like that a month. So I've been thinking about buying that, and that way I can get the whole suite. Or is it $20? It's pretty cheap, and I can get the whole suite legally. I've been trying to do things legally now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, go legit, right? With my software. So far I'm doing all right, man. I've got a lot of legit software right now, and I'm doing all right. And I think some of them are kind of wising up too, and offering cheaper ways for you to get in legit. And so that's making it a lot easier. Instead of the cheapest price was like, even just a couple years ago, it was like 250 to get into some of these software, to some of this software, man. And you're like, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So this, they're making it easier and easier. So, um, I bought the on one recently. I bought the on one suite. Love that suite. Ooh, there they are. Yeah. But you're gonna see the Sardello's guy here, man, in a minute. What you gonna see him? They just pull up. I'll show you the pizza here in a second. Watch. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not the best you ever had. I mean, whatever you're using for judgment. If you're from the Chicago area, it seems like you're either a Chicago pizza guy or you're a New York pizza guy. And I'm more of a New York pizza guy, right? I lived in New York for a little while, because I'm a West Coast kind of guy. But as far as pizza goes, right, it seems like you're either a Chicago kind of guy or a New York guy. And New York can kind of go a couple different ways, because some people like Sicilian still if they're from New York. Hold on. Hello. Hey, bro. How you doing today? All right, man. Yeah. Staying busy today, man? Oh, yeah. Yeah, too busy. You have not enough drivers and too many deliveries. Oh. Love that, though. Yeah. Yeah, have a good one, man. Okay, here we go, man. So I kind of got like two mediums so that I have extra shit for later. You know what I'm saying? That way, if I want to have some pizza tomorrow, I can have some pizza tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, so one's just kind of plain pepperoni. You know what I'm saying? Let's whip out the other one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So this one here is meatball with ricotta cheese and onion. You know what I'm saying? Can you see that? Yeah. It's not bad, man. Like I say, it's not bad. And they deliver beer, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it ain't the best beer, but hey, you know, if you, we all get a case of the lazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all get the case of the lazy, right? And you're just like, man, I got a major case of lazy right now. I ain't getting up. You know what I'm saying? 870, I don't give a rip. Let them deliver it, right? Like, I don't give a damn. Right? Sometimes you're just in that mood, right? So, you know, I'm just letting you know, if you happen to be here in Phoenix, okay, that's the one you can call on right there. All right. Let me show you the name so you remember. Sardellas. They're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. Okay. That way you know. You could. Oh yeah, I heard it. Joe D was talking about it, and you can pause the video, and there's a name right there on the box. You can see it. So I can finally make this pairing here, right? Okay, and let you know how this pairs up with some meatball. Now it's New York pizza thin, but it ain't New York pizza slice size, right? Because it's a medium pie. Mm, mm, mm. All right. So now we finally get a chance to pair this bad boy with a pizza, right? Now you do have that mozzarella, so it's a little creamy. Pizza's got a nice texture to it. It's a fair pairing, not the best. You know what I'm saying? Screw it, pizza. Pizza, pizza goes with everything, right? Doesn't it? Give her a rip, right? I was gonna go with it. I don't give a shit what happened, right? Mm. But it's pretty good. And they're not too far. They're down the street actually, so so it works out pretty good. From the hotel here. So I'll probably end the show, get back to some editing, and uh, hope you all had a good Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? Chance to get in on a little weekend share beer. It's actually just the temperature here in Phoenix. Let's see. Oh hell, it's 97 right now. It's not too bad. I'm starting to get like that, right? It's almost 7 o'clock at night, and it's only, what did I say? It's 97. Yeah, only 97. It's not too bad, man. It's cooling off because a lot of times it's still north of 100. You know what I'm saying? So 106 would be cooling off. 105. You know what I'm saying? So 97, not too bad because I'm looking out the window right now and I'm watching the kids playing soccer. I don't know. Can you see that? Let's see. Can you see that? I'm looking out the window. Can you see the kids playing soccer over there? See, underneath that light. So I'm seeing that, right? And now I gotta fix this darn thing. But it don't look too bad out there right now. So I was like, yeah, it must be kind of cooled off right now. You know what I'm saying? You do get used to that heat pretty quick. Like, there's a major difference between, I swear to God, 105 and 110. I don't know. Man, when it hits 110, it's the real deal, right? But didn't you hear about places like over there in the Middle East, man? I think it was a couple weeks ago, and they said it was one of the few times I did happen to watch the news, and oh no, I wasn't even watching news. It was on my podcast. One of my podcasts, they were talking. No, it was on the ABC News podcast, and they were talking about it was 167 degrees Fahrenheit in the Middle East somewhere. What was it, Iran or something like that? Whew, that's the truth, brother. It was so hot, it stopped like the war. Them fools took a break from shooting each other. You know what I'm saying? It was that hot. That's ridiculous, man. I can't even imagine. Because so far, the hottest I've been out here, I've been out here a year. And the hottest so far, I think, was 100 and, I don't know, 17, I think, was the hottest. I can't imagine much more north of that, man. And 160 some, I just quit. Right? Oh, man. I can't even imagine, right? And they wear all them clothes and stuff, right? All that, the women wear all that stuff, and I don't know, some of the men wear all the stuff, right? Like, man, damn, that's hardcore, man. I get that, like, because when it is that hot, even when you're just wearing like a t-shirt like this, like a big t-shirt like this, you sweat. You know what I'm saying? When it's north of 110, I mean, even 105, you sweat a lot, right? And I get that when the breeze comes, you feel it, and so I get some of that. I understand some of that, but you got funky too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you get funky. You don't want to be funky, man. When it's, you know what I'm saying? Uh-uh. No, I can't imagine 160 degrees. I can't even imagine. I mean, 160, like you're setting stuff out to like slow cook in 160, 150, like you set your oven at sometimes for a slow cook. That's nuts, man. Hey, hats off to you. You can live there. Hats off, man, because I'd be out. I'd be looking for a new place, right? Like, there's got to be a different answer because this ain't it. And I don't know if it gets cold there too. That would be kind of crazy if it gets that hot, and then if it gets cold, you know. And it wouldn't take much for it to get cold over there, right? Like it'd probably what 80, 70 degrees be cold to you. I don't know. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know. That would be crazy though. Whew. But in any case, here, let me show you. I've been working on, let's see here. I'll show you real quick. I'll share the screen with you, show you what I've been working on a little bit. So here's my Lightroom. Let me go back an image, and you can kind of see what I've been working on. I had to take another bite of pizza, but so you can see how much work goes into it. Like, here's the next image I'm gonna work on. Right, takes a minute to log up here. I haven't. What the hell? Oh, wow! That alarm went off. My phone just knows that it's Monday. Normally, right now, I have to go to work, so I have to wake up to go to work at least. So you can see how much work goes into these images, though. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but her shoulder here, you can see all the blemishes in the skin. There's some blemishes on the hands there. Over here towards where her hair is on her chest, there's some more blemishes and flaws on the skin. And it just depends on how far you want to go with this stuff. You can see all the blemishes on her as you're looking at it, the left cheek. And then on the right, you can see all that. Bags under the eyes. Some of this stuff is not present when you're looking at the person, but it's different shadows and stuff like that while you're shooting that makes these situations happen. And so and this is what makeup. So you know, you can imagine how bad it would be without makeup. You don't want to see those before pictures. But a good makeup artist covers up a lot of stuff. And this is one of my favorite girls, Selena. She's absolutely one of my favorites from New Mexico. And she does a fantastic job. And basically, what you're looking for is for, at least for me, what I am looking for is for a model to give me, I'll show you the before and after on this. I'm looking for a model to give me the basic bones, kind of like a car guy. If you're a car guy, you like to fix up cars, you're looking for the basic body and chassis. If you like to fix up cars, you're looking for a good chassis, a good body, something that you can work with, right? Good bones, right? And that's what I'm looking for, basically, because the rest I'll do. You know what I'm saying? And so you can see here from let me hide this and hide this, and you can get a little bit better look at it. The before and after here of an image that I worked on. Now this image, I on the right, the after, I I work on each image about an hour to an hour and a half um, in Lightroom. This is all Lightroom work here. And it's little by little by little by little by little by little. And you whittle away at these things little by little. And I have a pattern I go through, but just so you can see how much, and there's still a lot to be done here. But since these images are pretty much just going to go to the web, uh, it's good enough. If it was going to go into a magazine or something, there would be hours more worth of work to go into this thing. Um, there is just an infinite amount of work that could be done. You see these hairs that are going across here on her hair. Uh, that could be taken out. Her hair could be definitely gone over again. To keep it a lot of the detail, I went ahead and took a lot of the detail out because I don't have time to mess with all that stuff. Um, the skin could definitely be retouched better. Uh, there's just certain things that, even though an hour to an hour and a half per image seems like a lot, it's not. Like there's a lot more that could be done. And so, but at the same time, Selena gives me the basic chassis, if you will, right, quote unquote, that I can work with and make a decent image out of, to show uh, some other people what I can do, and hopefully they are willing to hire me to do other stuff. So um, it works out. It's a collaboration between the model, hairstylist, makeup artist, and photographer. So, and it can get into, it's typically three people to four people to five people, right? Yeah, if you can find a makeup artist that can do hair as well, that's fantastic. So then that keeps it down to three people. Um, but typically it's four, because you're going to at least need that you're one piece of the puzzle, and then the model, that's another piece of the puzzle. An MUA, the makeup artist, that's another piece, and then your hairstylist, and that's another piece. And you typically have those four people on a set. Um, like I say, sometimes you can find a MUA and a hairstylist that'll do the same thing, but uh, a lot of times you don't, and so you specialize in one thing or the other, and so and then you start getting into fashion designers and other people that are really good at fashion, and then other people that are really good at designing sets, right? And so sometimes you have five and six people, and even more. You know what I'm saying, on set, and you have to be able to perform, right? You have to be able to take charge of that in some cases, but in some cases you don't. You have an art director, and the art director is the one in charge. Like they're the ones, you know, they're the ones with the vision. They're the ones that are the reason why you're there. And so pretty much whoever's concept it is the reason why you're there. So if there isn't an art director, typically it's the photographer, at least in my case. If there isn't an art director, there's the photographer is the one that that comes up with the concept for that shoot. And so he's the reason you're there. He's the one in charge, right? And that's you. So you got to know what you want, right? And if you don't, you better act like it, because everybody's there because of you, right? um, so, uh, and if you don't know, then if you're new to photography, or you want to do this type of work, I just make recommendations. Like uh, you always pay the artist, right? The makeup artist, the hairstylist is another artist, the fashion designer is another artist, the art director, Some cases, um, some cases you'll pay them. Some cases they pay you, right? So that part just depends. But makeup artist typically always gets paid. Might be from you, might be from someone else, but they're going to get paid. Hairstylist, same thing, and fashion designer, same thing. Um, Models sometimes get paid, sometimes don't. uh, Photographers, same thing. Sometimes you get paid, sometimes you're the one paying everybody. So you have to get used to some of those things to get what you want. Um, but when you get what you want, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can work with people and barter and so forth, and make some good photography, um, or at least good to you. It's all subjective. It's an art. What is good? I don't know. I have no idea, right? Just as many people that tell me, "Oh man, I love your work," just as many people tell me, "Man, your work is crap." So, right, you have to thick skin it too at the same time. It's art. It's subjective. It's all in the eye of the beholder. So, but it's a lot of fun. If you don't love it, you won't do it. I'm gonna pour some more. Kind of feels like it's the last of this bomber. Yep, sure is. Let's give this a sample. It's probably going to take 2 little swigs to get rid of the last little crust that I ate. It's definitely room temperature-ish right now. Ah, it's definitely very big. Definitely tasting all of that alcohol right now. Still a little bready. Getting a little more citrus coming out of there. A little sweeter. So you're getting some sweetness, more bitterness, if you will, but I'm not I'm still not too sure if that's just from the alcohol. Kind of think it is, you know what I'm saying? I wonder what this would taste like aged for a while, at least a year. Calm everything down, might be a little better. It doesn't have those like barley wines you expect that aged fruit, right? That really big aged fruit, sometimes a molasses type of taste, right? Some cases a little smoky. You're definitely not getting that. So I don't understand where that barley wine-ish taste description comes from on the bottle. And once again, this is the Rogue. I know I've been all over the place. So this is the Rogue crustacean barley wine-ish imperial IPA sorta. So I don't know where all that's coming from, but I'm leaning more towards the imperial, just a really big IPA, and I'm not getting too much. If I'm just judging it from an IPA, it's got more of a white ale taste to it. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a really big white ale? Like what comes to mind right away is the Sam Adams when they first came out with those special edition uh, Imperials, those really big beers that they came out with, and the white was just really big. I think it was right around at 10%. And all you got from it was just heat, just tons of heat, right? And this one's not. It's weird because it's not hot, but it's not as hot. But you definitely get that big alcohol taste. You know what I'm saying? It's not hot. It's not burning my throat hot or anything. Not a chili beer thing, but it just an alcohol thing. You know, how some big beers can be, or even just drinking a whiskey. A real nice whiskey or tequila can give you that, heat, right? But This ain't doing that in the back of your throat type thing. It's just, it kind of lingers on the back of your tongue, and it's just there for a long time. Um, hmm. I don't know if I'd buy it again. I have to be truthful. I don't know if I'd buy it again. I've drank the whole bomber with you here, and hmm, it was good. I'll give it that. It was good. A nice. I hope this is not a beer that they plan on having all the time, just kind of a one-off, because as that is decent. If it's a beer that they're going to have like seasonally, like bring it back and all that, mm, I'm probably pretty good just buying this one. You know what I'm saying? Try something else you're going to have. Um, yeah, because I don't remember what it cost, but I don't imagine it was too bad being from Rogue. But it's good for the one off beer. You know, like if it's the only time you can get it, they just brewed it. You know, so many batches for. I mean, so much for this one time. You know, but if it were to come back next year, mm, I don't know. Maybe this is something that came back. I don't know, but I don't know much about. I've never heard of this, so I'm thinking it's just this one time. If it's a one time, then okay, nice experiment, cool, cheers, right? But yeah, I'm good. Wouldn't buy it again, right? I've had it, type thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been watching me the whole time, hey, right? But uh, you have seen me have the whole bomber, and the alcohol has not changed since I've had it. The alcohol has not changed. I've gotten some other flavors from it though. That part has changed down to like my last little swig here, and there is some sediment down there, but I I've gotten a little more um, sweetness out of it, just smidge, right? Um, I've definitely got more citrus out of it, and um, man, that alcohol is pretty forward. I mean, like I say, I keep mentioning alcohol, and I can't get that across to you any stronger. I mean, it is there, mm. And there it is, all gone. So, all right, brothers, people, we'll see you, man. Later. Peace out.